heck is that thing? Looks like it's Ben. He's driving something this way. Huh, it looks like it's got a water tank on the front of it. Pretty small, whatever it is. Let's talk about this a little bit. Ben's new invention. This is going to a beta tester in about, is there any trucks down there? We're trying to beat a hotshot driver with this. This is the latest version of this thing. We've built several of these. It's our core drill and our core drill bit. We're going to try to take it back to the shop and dress up some of these hoses before the driver gets here. Some of the hoses are a little too long. Show some interesting things here. Oh, how come this is all the way up?
I shut it off to slow down the...
oh, okay, used it to slow down the Corvette.
Yeah.
All right, so we don't have any freewheeling check valves in this thing yet. So if you just kill the hydraulics back here on the instrument panel, there's a good chance you'll unscrew the Corvette when it comes to an abrupt halt. We're going to be putting in the freewheeling check valves that will prevent that from happening. So he just used the flow control. So this flow control sets the speed of your Corvette. You want this almost all the way forward. It splits the flow between the Corvette and the valve here that runs the up and down. So if you want a finer feel for your up and down, you can divert most of the flow to the Corvette. Ideally, you want your Corvette to be going 200 to 300 RPM. This is perfect for this SK600. Higher flow machines, you may need to slow it down, and you can slow it down as slow as you want to go by just moving that clear over to a stop, actually. But the more you go this way with that control, the more authority this has. So you'll go up and down a lot faster. So if we find people with high flow machines say, hey, that up down control is a little bit too rapid for us, we can give you an orifice to put in the hose, and it'll slow that down quite a bit. What else can I tell you about this thing? It's got a 35-gallon water tank on it. This SK600 has I think 12.6 gallons per minute, which is more than adequate to do a good job. We can make an adapter so you can mount this on a full-size skid steer. This is just a mini skid mount that we've done on this one. Those adjustable landing gear legs serve several purposes. If you're using a longer Corvette, there's some pretty long Corvettes out in the world. You can put the legs down a little bit farther, but you do need to set this thing down firmly on the legs when you're drilling and put a little down pressure on it. Just lift the skid steer off the road just a little bit, make sure it's firmly implanted. And if it is firm, it's going to cut just fine. Looks like the core drill's holding up just fine. That's our own brand of core drill. Those haven't been released to the public. We've been working on those off and on for a couple of years. We've got a new machine coming on Monday that will help us with those. It's a nice brand new lathe with live tooling on it, and we're going to change the process. Our old process of making these Corvettes sometimes yielded a crappy Corvette, and we think we know why. But this new machine will vastly improve that. So the next thing is drive it back to the shop, dress up some of these hoses, shorten them, clean them up, make it look better, put a nameplate on it, get it on the truck, send it down to the beta test customer, let them wear it out. So I think that's about it. Think of anything else? Any warnings for anything? So far, we're pretty pleased with this. It's doing the job. It's going to be economical. Just one more step in our quest for world domination. Our goal here is to be able to supply you with absolutely every single thing you need for your micro trench operation.